city. So
we lost this. Made it to the parking lot. It is the exact same place as the last place we went down here. Out of just pure coincidence, we went to an imaging place here, and now the shoulder person's in this building too.
Yeah, I picked the imaging place just on random. I Googled a place that would take a medical lien, and that's how I found the MRI center. And we are back to the same building.
Yep.
To be fair, Atlanta, while it is big, when you go to the little subsections, a lot of things are kind of consolidated within certain subsections of the city. So that could just be this is the medical district because the Wellstar Hospital's right up here. So I don't know. It could be that too.
But we're here, and there's not much around us other than medical stuff. There's a plastic surgeon, a calf, and a bunch of other Quest Diagnostics, those things. So there's not much around here to get into. We're just going to kind of wait it out. We're only about 45 minutes early.
I will say this though. We are hoping, fingers crossed, that we could go to Roadhouse, Texas Roadhouse, after this is all said and done.
We'll see how the day shakes out. It is Friday, so stuff does tend to open at a more normal time around here on Fridays.
I don't think I'll be going back to the Brave Stadium to eat the barbecue that we had.
Yeah, if you want to see that video, check down below. We had Foxboroughs at the stadium because we thought Foxboroughs, they were so good. And the stadium was not good. It was as bad as the stadium always is.
If you want to try Foxboroughs, you got to go to the standalone Foxboroughs.
Yeah, not at the stadium.
Don't go to the stadium.
Well, we're going to figure out what's next. Just got done with the doctor's appointment. Got some new directions for an AC to try. We'll see how they go. We'll actually be back in the city in a couple days too. So
Monday.
But for right now, we're going to go into Texas Roadhouse. We haven't had it in a while. We've been wanting it. So we're going to go get some good food.
Gotta take advantage when you're in the city and get what you want.
Another successful Roadhouse experience.
It was delicious. I probably ate 3 rolls.
Yeah, I love the rolls. And the honey cinnamon butter. Oh,
it can't be replicated. They sell it in the store, but
it's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not even close. It's more like whipped here.
Yeah.
Whereas when you get it in the store, it's more pressed down and
chemically.
Not a fan of the store-bought stuff. But here, amazing. The steak was good. We've ate here before. If you want to see us, check down the show notes. I don't think at this location specifically, but it's pretty much the same everywhere. It's really good if you like it.
It's probably our favorite steakhouse outside of Outback, and we mostly just go to Outback because there's more of them.
Yeah, there are a lot more Outbacks. For some odd reason, especially on the West Coast, there's not very many Texas Roadhouses.
Mm-hmm. But there's 2 in Las Vegas.
There is. So now we're going to head back. We might do something along the way. Let's see what we get into. Heading back down to the city. We did our first video, and I only filmed 3 clips, so I'm going to have to put these 2 together, but we're heading back to the city again. We left Friday to go to the city, came back. Now it's Monday. We're going back down to the city for more appointments. Got a couple stops before we get there, but another early day heading down to Atlanta. Let's see what trouble we can get into today.
Yes, we're continuing the saga. At some point, we will do a full video about everything that has occurred over the last few months, and so that way you can see what's happened. But for now, we're gonna go see a spine specialist. Stop number 1 was to the local town collector office. I had to cancel a registration on the Volt because obviously it's been totaled and we're not driving it. And one of the benefits of being in a small town is that took me less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Those pieces, I guess, are nice.
That is the tiny little silver lining.
Yeah, we're still dealing with the insurance, still haven't got a payout for the car, but they do have possession of it somewhere, someplace. But yeah, that's been a nightmare. One of these days we'll talk about it on Awkward Chats for sure, the entire process. But now, heading to Atlanta.
Maybe we'll go to McDonald's.
Woohoo, McDonald's.
So we have made it down the mountain. We actually ended up taking a back one of the back roads. We didn't go down like the main one that we usually do. We went down through Helen, which is like this cute little German town that is a tourist trap. It's a tourist trap. But go once, see it, do it, check it off your list. And when we went to McDonald's to get our McDonald's order, it took 25 minutes. We ordered in the app. I'm dairy today. I'm trying. Anywho, when we ordered in the app, we parked in the spot, and like nothing was happening. So I was like, I guess we're gonna have to go inside. So we went inside, and it was a cluster in there. I don't think they knew what was happening. And I was like, hey, we ordered in the app. We were supposed to, like, we're in spot 2, like, it's been 15 minutes, and she just kind of looked at me, like, dazed and confused, and then she found the order, and then it took, like, another 5 or 7 minutes for them to get the order because they were waiting for hash browns, I'm guessing, I don't know, but it was just sitting there, and then they finally got us our drinks, and then your drink was all watered down from the dispenser in the back, and you refilled it, right?
I just got Fanta Orange. I just switched.
Oh, okay. Well, his drink was still orange, so I didn't know if he got a different drink or if he went with High C. And also, the app kept telling me I couldn't have Coke Zero, but when I went inside, they had Coke Zero. I still kept the unsweet tea because whatever, it is what it is.
And the floor was a weird stickiness, but also slippery at the same time. It was very strange. Just very, very strange.
It was sticky and slippery. And it had only the place had only opened a few hours prior, so we're like, how clean is this McDonald's? So we may not ever order from that one again, but it just happened to be where we were, so that's why we ordered. But we're about an hour away from our next stop, and we'll let you guys know when we get there.
First stop of the day, we made it to the dealership. Now, we texted them last night. Well, Macy sent a message, and they texted us back this morning saying the car was here. We got here to look at it. We're looking on the lot by, like, most of the performance cars, and it wasn't there, and this guy came out, and he's like, hey, what you looking for? And we told him. He's like, oh, I think we're swapping the engine out on that one. You still want to see it?
Well, I said, why are we swapping an engine out on it? Oh, I think they were having some issues. And he's like, well, it's still for sale if you guys want it. We're like, not if you're doing an engine swap.
Yeah. Can you imagine how bad that car's beat up if it only supposed to have 8,000 miles? Mm-hmm. 8,000 miles, and they're already doing an engine swap?
And it's a 2018, so it's about 5 years old. It was black. It had a sunroof. It's standard.
Yeah, you know, I hate to say it. I had a friend that was like, if you're looking at those cars, they're all going to be beat to shit. And it does seem like that's what we've found so far. Anybody who's selling one has beaten the bejeebus out of it.
Or they're letting it sit and rot in front of their dealership.
And it's weird. This has been the worst.
Challenge.
This has been one of the worst experiences buying a car that I've ever had to deal with. I don't even know what the next step is. I don't know if we just give up and buy some junker to drive to and from the airport. That's kind of what I'm leaning to right now. I'm just so tired of trying to find something. Dealing with dealerships has been a nightmare. The people you meet at dealerships are either absolutely clueless or just horrible, dishonest individuals. It's been just horrible. Just horrible.
And if anybody out there has any car buying tips, I mean, we're obviously open to a lot. We wanted something a bit funner for us to enjoy being on the road a bit, because as you guys see, we're on the road quite a bit.
Yep.
So, you know, we were hoping, like, hey, let's get something a little fast that has the trunk space. The Camaro has the trunk space. We like the Corvette too, but it just doesn't have the storage space that we need to do what we need to do. So we're just we're stuck. We don't know what car we want that's going to be fun to drive and pretty to look at.
Yeah, so it's been fun. And then we like message these people before we get here, and it's constantly like, oh yeah, it's here. Then you get here and it's not, or it's something else. And
the one we saw in California was beautiful. It was orange. I don't remember if it had a sunroof or not on it, but the guy we were talking to was acting like it was still for sale, and then all of a sudden it wasn't for sale.
Yeah, that was, again, clueless dealership guy. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's either what we deal with is absolute liars or just clueless. And maybe they're lying too. They're just pretending to be clueless. Who knows?
So I actually messaged back the guy since we came here and we heard about the engine. So stay tuned to the video and we'll let you know what they say. Because I said I'm planning on stopping by later this afternoon. Let's see if they say it's gonna get an engine swap or not.
Weird.
Alright, so we made it past the second stop of the day, which was my doctor's appointment, which was some good news. We're just gonna keep trucking, do some PT, and see where we're at in 6 weeks. So that was good.
As good as it can be. It's not good. No pain would be good. It's as good as it can be.
This is true. This is true. But he's gonna give me some other medications to try, and then I also have another medication that the shoulder doc prescribed on Friday that I'm gonna go pick up. So hopefully some new medication will help with some of the inflammation and we'll start to feel better. I start PT tomorrow. So, yay. And we're on 575 now.
We're not going to the good Woodstock.
No, no good Woodstock here in Georgia. But I think we're gonna try and go to the barbecue place that we found, or we tried several weeks ago, and we really liked it, and it's on our way home. So I think that's gonna be stop number 3. We made it to stop number 3.
763,492.
Yes. So this barbecue place is off the freeway. As you can see, the freeway's right there. It's called Biggins.
Biggins.
And honestly, like, the food tasted really good, and it was moderately priced when it comes to barbecue.
We're gonna give it a try for a second time. You know, sometimes the first time's good or bad, and the second time isn't, or vice versa. So we'll see what it turns out to be this time, and we'll take you along. Heading on in, Biggins. This used to be a gas station. You'll see over there, there's the old pumps. I think it used to be a Chevron. Very long time ago. Now it is just a barbecue place. They also have this like weird obsession with Walton Groggins here. There's a bunch of pictures of him all over everything. I think that's his father. Talking about Walton Groggins, there he is again in the Hateful Eight. And for some odd reason, that's there. Here's our food for the evening dinner. Lacey got her salad. It's a pretty monster salad for a side salad.
It is.
And then there's her 2 meats.
But the ranch is so good here.
The ranch is tasty.
Good.
Yes, it's definitely house made. And here's kind of what it looks like on the inside. In case you're wondering, it's like a wood cabiny type of feel. Pretty good. You guys staring at us. Always good. That was good the second time. It was really tasty. Definitely the side salad, worth it. Really big. The ranch is really great. And the barbecue's solid.
Yeah, they have about like 5 or 6 different barbecue sauces that you can use. I always get the brisket and the pulled pork, and it's delicious and tender. Don't get the cornbread though.
Yeah, the cornbread's really dry. It reminds us we were just at the Virgin, and we got a corn dog. If you've seen that video, check that down in the show notes. It was like this really dry corn dog. That's kind of what they do with the cornbread here. Not great.
But you order at the counter, they still bring it to your table. And honestly, probably some of the best prices for barbecue.
Agree.
Everywhere that I've been, usually we spend upwards of like $80 to $100 on barbecue, and here we spend about $50.
Yeah, and it's really tasty. Again, it is one of the better ones around here. So a lot of them kind of taste like they come out of like a crock pot. Mm-hmm. So that's not this place. It's really good.
And so if you're between like Canton and Blue Ridge, that's pretty much where you can find this place. It's right off of the 515, 575 area.
Our next stop though is home. So let's get there.
He thinks he's gone so far, but really he's only gone like this much, and he's like, whew.
She told me I had to put this in the video, y'all. her adjusting the seat as usual.
Because I'm short and he's tall.
And she fits.
Oh, we got too close. Go back a little. I'm going solo today. I have my first PT appointment. I've been doing PT on my own because it's taken forever. Sorry, it's getting a little foggy because it's a little cold in the house and it's a bit humid outside. So yeah, I'm gonna go to my PT appointment. There's a spider on the car. I'll tell you guys all about it. I have made it to my PT location. It's in the next town down, so it's over in Blairsville. And yeah, so it's my intake day. Hopefully everything goes good. I'm doing it for my neck and my shoulder. So hopefully we see some improvement over the next few weeks, and I will let you guys know how it goes. But it's kind of funny because it's over by the sub place that we tried not that long ago. We did not care for the sub place. It really was not that great. And then actually there's another restaurant down at the end of this building called Dan's. It's the last remaining Cuban restaurant. And I say that because there used to be 2 Cuban restaurants in our town and now there's only 1. Not that the other one like shut down. They're actually just doing like festivals and fairs now. I know they were trying to like retire, and I think that just fits better into their lifestyle. But yeah, so we're gonna go head over into PT, and obviously I can't take you guys with me. Maybe in the future I can. I need to get a feel for this place so I can see what they think. But yeah, I'll let you guys know how it goes. Update to how PT went. I think it went pretty good. We were in there for a good solid hour, and she does not think that I have frozen shoulder yet. She said I could be in the very early stages of freeze, but our goal is going to be to prevent that from setting in. 2, she also thinks that the numbness and tingling in my hand may actually be what's called thoracic outlet syndrome, and here in your like neck shoulder area where all the nerves and vessels come out, she said I could have like some pinching in there, and that could be what's causing the numbness and tingling in my hand. So we're going to try and address that. And I also have a lot of decreased grip strength in my left hand, so I'm gonna start working on that. And then she gave me more exercises to do for my neck and my shoulder and which ones to avoid. And then I'm gonna see her again in a couple days, and we're just gonna keep this going. What's cool is I should be able to do some virtual visits too. They're gonna look into that since, you know, I go back and forth between Georgia and California. That way I can still kind of have a check-in when I'm on the road, even if it's just like one time during that week, just so I can have a check-in. And then when I get back into town, then I can do a little bit more intensive in-person visits. So there's that. So overall, it was positive. She does agree that I probably have this labral tear in my shoulder because of where my pain is and where my movement is. So we're just going to continue to work on all of that.
So that includes Nacy's first couple days of PT, some car shopping, finding Walton Groggins weirdly in a barbecue restaurant, and just kind of showing you guys what we've been up to. Again, the car accident has really kind of derailed what we planned on doing this summer over the channel, but we're just trying to have fun with it and show you guys the experiences of living in a small town heading to Atlanta. So if you got this far in the video, would you mind taking a moment and give it a thumbs up? Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you get notified to at least 3 videos a week. And we will come and get you for the next one. As we always say, ain't that the truth? Baby Ruth. Bye, everybody.
We just wanted to take a moment to thank you guys for watching this video. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, would you please consider hitting that subscribe button, as it helps us reach a wider audience and helps our channel grow even further. To those of you who are already subscribed to the channel, we just wanted to say a huge thank you for always being there and supporting our channel. We cannot wait to take you guys on our next adventure, so we'll see you guys in the next one.